Well, is it just me and you, or are we getting Cody in on this?
Cody's here.
Hello.
I missed your voice, Code. Hi, Cody.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, you know. Just trying to stay positive.
Why? What's wrong, my friend?
Oh, just fucking fed up. I'm fed up.
What?
You caught up like that Usher song?
I don't know if I've heard that Usher tune.
Caught up. I think that's. No, fuck that. I'm not singing an Usher song again for the second time. I'm not doing that shit 2 episodes in a row. No way.
2 episodes. Are we recording?
Yeah.
Are we?
Cody,
Sing a song. No, we gotta do it. We gotta do an episode
Cody.
for the viewers.
we gotta do an episode for the viewers.
I don't wanna.
Cody, listen, I showed up, okay? I was all screwed up and I didn't know what day we were recording. I thought we were recording on Tuesday, then that got canceled. I totally did, I made it happen. I came together for our dear GCP viewers out there.
Garrett came. Sound like someone else. No.
Cody.
Stop that. Stop that.
Cody. That's not a song.
No, that's not a fucking song. Let's start this.
From across all corners of our fair planet Earth, welcome to the Gaming Cult Podcast. Worldwide opinions on obscure and up-to-date gaming talk culture and geekery for today and yesteryear. You love it, my boy.
My boy.
Hello and welcome to episode 44 of the Gaming Cult Podcast. I am your host, Jake Innes, from slightly overcast Sydney, Australia. I'm in a leafy green environment though. There's a pool in the backyard, but it's full of moss and algae and it's slightly overflowing, so it's become an art piece in and of itself. Joining me from San Diego, California is Garrett Hunter.
Hey, hello, Jake. Do you call it algae?
Algae?
Yeah, in the States they say algae.
Oh.
I just didn't know if that was an Aussie thing.
Fuck.
OMG.
No, I'm just curious of the local dialect that you speak.
That's true. You say potato, I say... Well, no one says potato.
No one does. You know what? That's not true. I was watching an episode of Anthony Bourdain's new show for CNN. There was a chef who said potato, and I found it very odd, and I noticed that was probably the first time I've ever actually heard it called potato.
Maybe someone from Portugal.
In my life.
Maybe someone from Portugal might say potato.
I think it was some South American business.
We've got some really interesting sound design, acoustic dynamics going on today. We've got me in a wide open room with lots of echo. We've got
some echo.
We've got Garrett on his headset with a little bit of background noise, bit of ambiance, if you will. And we've got Cody, who's making fuck noises into his shitty headset. Shouts out.
Shouts out, Cody.
Cody, now listen to me.
What kind of fuck noises were that?
This is a much more intimate podcast because it's just the 3 of us, the 3 sweet boys of the Gaming Cult Podcast, and there's things to talk about. It's been a while since we've caught up on things that have been happening a little bit. PT came out, right? Everyone's played that by now, but holy shit, was that an experience? That was a unique experience. Let's talk about PT.
Yes. I feel like no one has played it in 2 weeks, though. I feel like that was such a giant flash in the pan, and then everyone's like, either, I didn't get through it, or I beat it, and that there's no real replayability. Yeah. I mean, it is just a teaser, but...
I feel like you've either beaten it, or you've watched someone beat it at this point.
Yeah.
I couldn't get past the final bit where you're trying to make the baby laugh. I played it with I played this game with my mum's partner, Frans. He's a Dutchman, Shouts out Holland from
Yes.
Nederland. He'd never even played a game before, let alone experienced a video game. The PT demo, from its inception of me telling him how it was marketed and brought about, to us actually experiencing together, that was France in his 60s, his first video game experience. And
Wow.
imagine PT in all of its like conceptual glory being your first video game experience.
Was he getting scared?
Yeah,
Did
it was.
he become frightened?
It was the both of us, and we were fucking terrified because it was hooked up to my high-end stereo system. And,
Yeah.
it's only a stereo system, but it's like audiophile level, so it's like
Yeah.
when you hear that baby crying, it's pretty disconcerting.
Oh God. Yeah, the sound design in that game, I feel like, is one of the shining elements.
Because that fucking hallway bitch caught up with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after a while, we started noticing a third step whenever we were walking.
Yes, I noticed that too.
And I'm like, hang on, I'm a little bit taller, and I'm also walking with a bit of a limp, but it's like the limp is in between both my legs. I have now become possessed, and I am now possibly that thing that we saw in the hallway for a split second.
The thing that grabs you and kills you, so you have to start over.
Yeah, not even that thing though. The thing that you see in the hallway before that, the really tall thing on stilts.
Oh yes.
That you
Okay,
see,
yeah.
that terrifying fucking thing. Hey, I tell you what, the most scary thing about that demo is that the scariest thing for me was when I looped around to the hallway for the first time. You go through the door.
When it was just an endless, yeah.
Yeah, when you go through the door and you come back into the same hallway, you're like, what? That was the most terrifying thing to me. And then the whole idea of it fucking with your sense of subconscious familiarity.
Yes, that was huge. I think the way that they got you so accustomed to the layout, because you were doing it over and over and over and over again, and then they change it, and it would just completely throw you off. That was great.
Yeah.
So many random elements in there too. Like when I was trying to figure out that last puzzle of getting the phone to ring and actually getting out of that hallway, I spent an entire night and morning in that hallway. Like I was playing it trying to figure out how to get the baby to cry a couple of times. Sorry, some of this will only make sense to people that have played the demo.
Yeah, if you haven't played it, just play it.
So this is all, and trust me, it is
Baby's a loose term.
Yeah, it is all as cryptic as it all sounds as well. Everything is so fucking cryptic in this experience. I could not figure it out because there were so many different conflicting reports on the internet of how you actually solve this thing, and I couldn't replicate anything that I saw on GameFAQs or whatever. So I spent all night, like 4 to 6 hours, in this last loop of this hallway trying to get this whole end sequence to happen, and I didn't do it. And then I fell asleep in my chair, and I woke up 4 hours later, and I was still in that fucking hallway with the woman with the woman crying in my ear, and it was like, because I was in a half awake state as well. It became part of my reality very briefly. So it was like a hell. I was in a hell for like 12 hours with that game.
That game, I feel like it really shows how good Kojima Del Toro are. How good Kojima is in a designer, and how Del Toro is in setting up a mood and like a theme and a story.
Yeah.
Because you made a enthralling experience out of a single hallway. A single hallway. It probably only took maybe 3 months to develop that. Like, they probably did not take long at all to develop that. Because, I remember, Kojima was talking, they had just a few people come from, the Phantom Pain team to, test and do some other shit. So, they probably barely spent any time on it. But just, the amount of immersion and just how much, I wanted to, just dig deeper into this game. And it's just a single fucking hallway. I feel more games that have entire 6 or 7 hour fucking stories aren't even as that what am I trying to say? enthralling, I guess,
Yeah.
as that.
And just the random elements of it as well. Like when I was trying to figure out the ending for that game, I looped through that hallway at least 100 times.
Yeah. It took me 2
And
hours.
only.
I beat it originally with a different method, because like what I did, because like, okay, so there's now like the method that everyone knows now, which is like really weird. Like you walk 10 steps after it hits midnight, you stop, you plug in your microphone and you whisper whatever the guy's name is. You whisper the name into the mic.
And how did they come up with that name? Like there was so much like decode.
It was something on the radio, right?
It was so the radio says Kojima's birthday.
Garrett, it's so like over the top and such a fucking mission.
Yeah, it's Kojima. So the radio says Kojima's birthday scrambled, like it's the numbers of Kojima's birthday scrambled
in a different order.
Damn.
And it's like, okay, so this must be like the name. But we had to have a key. So the guy that figured it out was like, okay, what's the only thing that has numbers that might correspond with something? On the title screen, you know, the company logo, the like, what was it, like 11, or was it like 7?
Software.
Yeah. So they're like, okay, what corresponds with this that might be that? And the only thing that was in the background were trees. So tree, that's 4 letters. So you have TRRE, and like the one that has like the same 2 letters. So 77 is E. So 77 it means E, and then that. And then the guy to the birthday, and then went into a name fucking list and tried to find a combination. Found a combination, but also checked on like what the name was, and it corresponds with a story pretty similar to like the father and like killing the kids, yada yada, like that name. And that's how I figured out the name. And then you whisper that name, and then you get the phone ring.
Which was it Jareth?
Jareth? Yeah, I think it's Jareth, something like that.
Jareth.
Wow.
And yeah, whispering that into the headset that came with your PS4 is whispering like a few times at a certain spot is what triggers the second laugh.
Yeah, and like I would have
never
ever figured that out.
So Kojima was saying like he wanted it to take like a week for people to figure it out because it has so many random elements. Maybe it wasn't intended that there was any other way to beat PT, because I mean I beat PT by getting a second Google by not doing that. Because all I did was, I looped it a bunch of times, I waited till midnight, I walked over by the radio, and I got 1 giggle, then I walked back to the phone and I got it.
So maybe there's more than one way to do it.
There's definitely more than one way to do it.
I think it's completely random. There's so many random elements in that game. Like, I looped through that last sequence 100 times. I went through the hallway. One of those 100 times, that fucking bitch appeared in the hallway, and it was terrifying. She didn't. She only appeared once in that 100 times that I looped.
So that's totally a random to get killed.
Well, she only appears.
But no, she didn't even appear behind me. She was like just sort of walking towards me slowly in the hallway and looking all photorealistic and shit.
So how it works is, if once it strikes midnight, after midnight she will appear somewhere in the room. Somewhere in the hallway. She'll either be outside the window, like one of the windows. She might be in the bathroom. She might be behind you. She might be at the end of the opposite end of the hallway. She might be in some weird fucking odd position, because she's caught me a few times. Because I used to think okay, there's only like a preset of like maybe 5 or 6 places where she could be. And I remember one time I fucking waited till midnight, and when I was going to where the first turn was, she met me as I was fucking turning. And it scared the shit out of me. It happened to me when I was streaming it one time. Because I did it, but I think
when she's just hovering in the far end of the hallway coming towards you, it looks photorealistic. It's like,
yeah,
holy shit.
Well, you don't see any real characters in the gameplay. I mean, it's extremely rare when you actually do see a person. Yeah. So it's so fucking shocking, and it does look so real because the environment looks so real.
And the another fucked up thing is I didn't find this out until way after I beat it. But you know when the window falls and smashes?
Yeah.
You know how there's that little rafters above that area?
The balcony, yeah.
Yeah, balcony.
You look up there, and she's just fucking staring at you.
And it's so scary.
It was even scarier because I didn't see that originally. It was scarier after the fact because she was there when I didn't know she was fucking there.
Yeah, you didn't notice it.
Yeah,
I think the things that frightened me the most, or just put me on nerve, were the safe that's hanging and banging against those rafters.
The fridge, the fridge.
That's what it is.
It's a fridge.
A fridge, not a safe. Yeah, it's so loud with I have a surround sound system, and I was playing I'll only play that game at night, and I'll sit right in the center of a 7.1 system, and it just terrifies. Every little thing sounds like, well, this is something happening in my living room. This is something really outside. And that banging fridge was so loud, and sometimes the baby would shriek so loudly that it would it would make me tense up and shiver because of just the pain of the volume almost being turned up too high. It was, the sound design is so good in that game.
It fucks with you on such a subconscious level. Just the idea of after she she sneaks up on you on one turn, and then you're limping a weird way, and you figure out that she is
in you.
She's become you, and it's possible that you've become that weird thing on stilts because you're walking with 3 legs now, and
I kept noticing. I got to a point. I didn't beat it, but I got to a point where I was noticing that my footsteps were different, and that's the other thing that
your walking animation changes too.
I noticed the limp, and I noticed this other stilted noise, and that kind of, I was trying to figure out something's following me, and I have to stop and turn. But no, I was just taking the information in, not really knowing what it meant, but
it makes you get inside your own head.
Oh god, it makes you fucking crazy, because then I started thinking no, I've been walking this way the whole time. And then I'm like, no, I clearly remember being a normal person when I first started playing this game. Now there's this limp, there's this other peg leg sound. It's just, so much of that game was so subtle and so played on your expectations.
Hey, and it was a fucking demo, Kojima. Thanks a lot.
Wow. Well, at least he learned to release free demos.
Yeah.
I think some people are like, I don't really like the jump scares, but it's those jump scares are warranted.
And they're few. There's not.
Yeah, there's very few. But here's the thing about jump scares.
I
don't feel like you can have a horror game without maybe at least it happening eventually, when something confronts you. You have to have I get I fucking hate it too. I hate when games are littered with it. That's the entire premise of horror, is just startle you.
When the entire aspect of the gameplay is the jump scare. I'm not into that.
But when you build it up and you let it come naturally, I feel like that is completely 100% warranted.
Yeah.
As opposed to just it happening for no reason. Because, that jump scare that can happen, you can avoid it. You can literally avoid it that first time around. Because, what happens is the radio says, don't touch that dial now, or look behind you. And that fucking freaks the shit out of me. It was just talking normally, and then it just said, look behind you, and I'm like, what the fuck is it saying? And
No.
Yes.
I'm fucking terrified. And her teeth and her eye and everything just looks so real. And that's a fucking Fox engine on low res 30 frames per second. So it terrifies me.
Yeah, they held back technically, didn't they?
Yep, to make it seem like an indie game. Because if it was the full-fledged Fox engine 60 frames per second, of course it looked like a AAA title.
Yeah.
But they didn't. He also made it so the animations would because sometimes the lady, she clips into the wall or clips into you when you look at her in the mirror, when you see her in the mirror. Some things they didn't smooth out because an indie game would have it. An indie game would have a model, a monster clipping into the wall or clipping into you.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? And then so she can technically jump out at you at the end. So towards the end, there's when you're in the final phase, the final part where you have to solve the final puzzle.
Did you finish that, Garrett? Did you get through that?
No, I have not. I put it down, and
yeah.
I haven't been able to pick it back up again because I want to pick it up and do it all in one go.
Yeah. Well, we'll show you the correct way to do it. It's so ridiculous, but it works.
Well, yeah, I finally actually today watched the cutscene. I hadn't even seen the Norman Reedus reveal. Before
You've gone that long.
This afternoon, yeah.
Wow.
Well, I was trying to do it on my own, but then I realized, like, fucking Destiny just came out. I'm not gonna fucking start playing that again. I just know. So I need to watch the cutscene, and I did, and it was great.
I went back once we found out the actual proper cryptic ending. I went back and actually did it.
Yeah.
Just the ending.
I need to do that. I need to start over and just go all the way through.
Oh yeah, and for like that exact method. So you know how like whenever you like find a picture piece or like some other things happen where like the text comes up on a screen in a different language.
I don't remember that.
Yes.
So when you zoom in on a piece, because you can complete the picture, like
it shows up in German and Swedish and all kinds of things.
Yeah.
In French.
So that's what Kojima meant by everyone around the world coming together to solve this puzzle. Was if you translate each part, it's like a cryptic message that is a part of the step for the final puzzle. Like one is like whisper his name, and like another one is I walked 10 steps and I froze in my tracks.
Frozen
and then, like, one
on VHS now.
Yeah, now available.
And then one was like I heard a phone. And so yeah, that was like how like all the steps were. That's how Kojima intended. And it's so funny because I guess I think it was because it was probably developed in such a short time and how there were so many elements to it. I honestly think the way I got the ending the first time and how a lot of people did when it first happened, because when it first happened, no one did that exact method. I feel like it was just because it wasn't refined, and it's just like it was technically a glitch. Like, oh, you got the second lap to happen because it just glitched. I honestly think that is why. Because there is no other method that you can replicate and have happen again, except for that method.
So, yeah, I know he was saying he was kind of disappointed that it got solved, and I was disappointed that it got put out on the internet, what it actually was so fast, because the mystery... Could you imagine if this whole experience lasted a week instead of 6 hours?
if people were still figuring it out.
Well, I mean, like,
it would be so fucking cool to, like, sit and read on websites, like, okay, someone cracked another little piece of the code. But, we were all still trying to figure out what it was.
I was on NeoGAF, and I was playing it before, like, the first person found it, and it was just, like, people just guessing, what the fuck is this thing? And they're trying to figure out, like, the next puzzle. And I was, like... So
you basically had to watch Gamescom in Germany and then download it within the same half hour and start playing.
Oh yeah,
and be on NeoGAF like Cody was.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit. Like I didn't even guess it was Kojima, obviously, but like I was like, it's a free thing. Fuck it, I'll download it. And then I went on NeoGAF.
Cody is the only person I know that was actually there and experiencing it as it all happened.
Yeah, so, you got a rare treat.
So yeah, so originally I was thinking it was a Siren thing. I was like, this could be a new Siren game. I was hoping. But so like I was on NeoGAF and I was like kind of going back and forth, like looking on there. People were going like. So eventually, at one point, I remember one guy said this, and like no one else responded to him. Like kind of early on, some guy said, "This is like the same like font as Ground Zeroes. I think this might be the Fox engine," and then no one responded to him.
Wow!
And then like. So then,
well, he's a madman. Clearly, surely Kojima would not put out a free demo. He charges full price for his demos. We all know this.
Full price.
So as it was going, I was at. So there's two other people that were doing that were in the thread as well, that were at the same point as I was. So I was like there's like this one other guy. There was the girl, and then there was me, like all on this like the same fucking part. We all got to the final part, like the final phase. The one guy didn't do it, but the chick solved it. So I was neck and neck with these two other fucking people. So wow. I could have been the first person to fucking get the ending, but I didn't do it.
Could have been a contender.
Could have been a contender.
You screwed the pooch, Johnny.
Cody, better luck next time, man.
Yeah. But hey, that is the best marketing stunt I've seen in a long time. Because one, the game marketed itself. you already put like something in people's hands, and they experienced it. So now, when you like go into the full title, people are already sold because you've already given them this experience. They know what they're getting, like mood-wise, theme-wise, what they're trying to deliver with it. Not the same exact game, but like.
The Silent Hill franchise was kind of in the toilet. I mean, everyone is
done by Western
developers nowadays. What's that?
It's been done by Western developers nowadays.
Yeah, and that's why I think that the hardcore Silent Hill fans have really shit on the recent games that have been released for that franchise. One, because they don't want it developed in the US, but
I don't like
but
Western.
now,
Way Forward made a good one though.
Well, the Shattered Memories for the Wii, which was a reimagining of the first game, that is the only one that I liked. I really liked Shattered Memories. I thought Shattered Memories was really good.
Yeah.
Besides...
I heard that. I know Mariel, our friend, worked
Yeah, she
on
did
that one, I
UFO.
think. Yeah.
But hey, guys, get this right. PT, playable trailer.
Oh, boom.
What?
Who knew?
That's cryptic.
But now, people are, like, excited about Silent Hill again.
Yep.
I mean, I was
think that's great.
out, but now I'm, like, on board 100%.
Yeah. And
I think Kojima is the best person to like reimagine this franchise, and Del Toro on it really that surprised me more than Kojima.
Yeah, for character
I was
design.
like,
Holy
fuck yeah,
shit.
Kojima, and I'm like, what the fuck, Del Toro?
But we also Pan's Labyrinth, man. That's great character design right there.
Yeah.
You got a good team. You got a good team there. Original composer's back. Oh yeah, and when the fucking
Akira Yamaoka.
the Silent Hill 1 theme comes on when the logo shows.
Yeah.
Yes.
So good. And then you see all Japanese names. You're like, this is good hands. And then it says Kojima Productions, Fox and shit. And it's just like, oh fuck, shit. I was playing a Kojima game.
You can make fuck noises to that, Cody.
Yeah.
I just think it's so crazy to like play something and get involved in something before you even know what the fuck it is. And then you know what it is, and you're like, holy shit, I was just playing the new Silent Hill game done by fucking Kojima for the past 8 hours. Like, I think that's just such a bizarre and crazy fucking experience.
God. If they really use the kind of repetition and, like, puzzle-solving elements in the game, because I know this doesn't really seem to have much to do with Silent Hill. Less cryptic, but still.
I don't think it'll be like puzzles like the final puzzle, because the point of it was wanted people to take time to solve this. Like,
of course. But just play on the repetition thing and maybe some aspect of that in multiple different environments or multiple points throughout the game. God, that would be awesome.
I think they should have a part where you go into a room and Harlem Shake music starts playing, and you have to stand still while the Harlem Shake music starts. But then when the drop comes, you have to move about with the enemies, and if you don't get it right, you have to loop back through and do the Harlem Shake all over again.
Puerto Rico. That's good.
Do the Harlem Shake.
Do that Harlem Shake. That was a flash in the pan, man. That's like, that wasn't even around as long as Gangnam Style.
I don't think referencing the Harlem Shake now is as funny as referencing Gangnam Style now, because it's still inappropriate to reference Gangnam Style, because that was only 2 years ago. But it really fucking annoys people, and that's why I love doing it.
It's great.
So hey, sexy lady. Right. Well, that was a video game, and we talked about a video game on the Gaming Cult podcast. What do you think of that,
for like
guys?
30 minutes.
Right off the fucking bat.
Let's talk about more games.
Well,
let's do it.
Well, my boy, let's just say something real quick. You went to a convention. We thought convention season was over. We were talking about all them conventions. There were so many conventions, my boy.
I met my dear sweetie last Cody out there, and we recorded.
Fuck you.
We recorded,
recorded
a dumb baby report.
I'm not doing this. Fuck you.
We recorded a dumb baby report.
Shut this off. Hey, fuck you. Fuck you. You and your fucking little jokes, your little meme jokes. You think it's funny? You think this is a fucking funny joke? Hey, I'm fucking done with this shit. Hey, fuck you. Fuck you.
Cody,
that hurts.
Why is he so mad?
He's so mad because, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. that we recorded a Dumb Baby report. Mr. Ryan Reed was in attendance in sunny Seattle, Washington. Actually, it wasn't sunny. It was so nice to get out of the California heat.
Yeah.
But Ryan was there, and then our dear friend Zach Weiss, who's a dear friend of Cody's.
And is part of Lost Season 7.
He is. As and, John Locke, right?
Tyler and Tanner. Yeah, he's in Ice Cream Stories.
He goes like James. The island is very horny, versatile.
You sound just like him,
James. I think you and our destiny is to do some things.
Fuck. I think John would say that.
Fuck things. Shit. That was a good skit.
Hell yeah. But we thought it'd be fun to show off and talk about all the things at PAX by not showing them. All we had to do was turn the camera around to show the things we were discussing.
Well, you had very handsome outfits on. No matching.
Yeah, we got some free Magica
Journey.
Magic 2? Magica 3?
Journey
so I don't know
cosplay.
what the game. It was Journey. We all were, basically it's the new That Game Company game. They were giving those hoods away and we wanted to do the bit. And Zach played a wonderful Cody, I thought.
Fuck him.
Well, he's your friend.
I'm gonna choke him out in our game days hotel room. I'm gonna choke him there.
You gonna have your other hand on your dick?
Yeah, you're gonna be choking something else.
Yeah. We're gonna fuck. We're gonna fuck like last year, but then
you go the double Michael Hutchins route. You and Zach together, like the NXS. You don't.
Autoerotic mode. Yeah, Cody, you'd be into that, man.
You wanna make a suicide plan?
You ever see World's Greatest Dad, Cody? Don't go too far. Just take it to the edge, but don't go over the edge.
Yeah, you just got to carry that weight.
Yeah, I went to over the edge in PAX though, man.
Oh really? You choked yourself and you choked your dick?
Well, no, I mean theoretically.
Okay.
I got the flu on the last day of the con. It's like one of the first times in a long time at least that I've gotten sick at the convention, and first time I've actually had to miss out on a day on the show floor.
Oh shit. Usually you get sick after you get home from PAX.
Yes. Yeah. And
that's sick at PAX.
That's happened to me. But I got sick and had to immediately from the show floor go to bed and then miss that whole next day.
Somebody must have ate a bucket of shit and then coughed directly into your mouth.
Yeah. I think someone described on Twitter that someone had improperly wiped in the bathroom and then come and shaken my hand with shit bits under their nails. Is how they use the term shit bits, which I thought was
shit-handed.
It's almost like a digital term. It's like a bit is how many bites make up a bit.
He caught you brown-handed.
Yeah, exactly. And then I went and stuffed my dumb fucking hands into some Pringles that
into
someone
your mouth.
probably brought
right
by
into your mouth, into your mouth and your eyes, and your eyes and your nostrils.
Oh God!
And maybe even your butt too. Hey, maybe he had really healthy bacteria in his shit, and you wiped your ass, and now you have his really healthy bacteria in your butt, and now you have you did a bit of unaware sort of intobacterial therapy.
Is it like cat shit? Does it cure cancer?
I'm trying to raise the floor. I'm trying to raise my natural flora. I don't know. Does that make sense? Is that a thing?
So make sure you go say hello to Garrett at the next PAX. And,
I'm not fucking shaking hands anymore. I'm definitely into the whole fist bump or the elbow thing now. From now on.
Fuck the elbow thing.
The elbow thing is the chicken wing is a little retarded. I think that's a little dumb. But I would definitely do the...
Just wear gloves.
Wear gardening gloves.
Gloves at the fucking booth.
I'm not exaggerating. Hey, they have given out gloves at these cons for some game giveaway before, and we've all gotten a pair and worn them all weekend for the explicit purpose of it's great because our hands stay clean all day and we can just rub people, shake them, grab them around the titties for a picture.
Oh right, yeah, a little bit of side
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the girls, the boys, only the boys.
Well, that's good.
I think it's a
Yep,
lie.
PAX was.
Cody, have you
PAX,
seen a tit
and then,
before?
Once, maybe twice.
You've seen a tit, so you've seen a tit maybe once or maybe twice.
Once, maybe twice.
Tit for tat, they're all about the same, don't you think, Cody? I mean, there's variations, but once you've seen one, you've seen it.
I found a whole other world of better ones.
Yeah.
2D.
2D,
Mm-hmm.
two-dimensional drawings code.
Oh,
You're talking about physics that can defy reality.
Yeah, and make my dick defy
Gravity.
dickin'.
He set it up.
I made you a better joke and you just went right past it.
You went right past it.
This isn't about jokes. This is about what I do.
Don't tell your daddy
Pretty-
how to fuck. So yeah,
Fuck it.
PAX was PAX. We did a panel. I started feeling bad that day, so I felt pretty uncomfortable on the panel. And then as soon as we got back into the booth is when I admitted to myself that it's not allergies. You are fucked.
You are coming down with the sickness.
You I'm coming down with the sickness.
Get up and get down with the stick.
Give it to me!
Can we get Jake? Can we get a round table?
I wasn't ready. It's okay.
Can you have like 8-bit Disturbed right now playing?
No, send it to me. Fucking everyone requests a
Go on
different
fucking
shitty.
Mario Paint.
No, I put on
Mario
fucking
Paint
Nickelback
musicmaker.com.
Hero 8-bit
There's
last
tons
time.
of fucking midis on there. Just download it and just play it in your Mario Paint music maker.
What? He doesn't have time for all this legwork.
Yeah,
Cody.
you're the fucking editor.
He's not Sean. I mean, Sean goes on the Mega 64 podcast. We tell him to insert a thing here, and he goes and does it. But this is Jake, my boy.
Yeah,
Look.
Jake, quit being fucking lazy.
Listen, alright?
Come on.
Fuck your Nickelback Hero 8-bit. Fuck your Disturbed 8-bit, because we have a featured artist.
Ooh, tell
Is
more.
it 8-bit?
No, it's an up-and-coming rapper from Chicago. His name's Spacey on it. He brings that heat, and here we go. Take it away.
Boom.
She told me from the start I could have every part of her body except the heart, because it was already scarred from past lives that have come to the light from the dark. But we two of a kind, swear we be together right beside Noah's Ark, right next to the whales and the sharks. Won't say we in love, but she play her part and I play mine. She make her money and I make mine, and that's just fine. So we both grind, money on our minds, ain't rich yet, so we both trying. I see her at the top, cause she gon' climb, spend whatever on each other except for time. But when we fuck, we ignore time. Too much ain't enough, so we fuck more times, cause she be like,
stop now.
yep, you know, no we ain't a couple, but I fuck you like you're mine. How I make you feel inside, be fucking up your mind. So much more than just average. Make your exes stay past tense. Put that pussy in casket, then resurrect it after. No bishop, no pastor. Get so high we'll end up ashes. It's tragic how I swan dive inside of your passionate madness. They get hooked like a catfish, but that 4-letter word cannot be established. We make movies, no acting, no dramas, just action. You be feeling me while I'm feeling you, so into me while I enter you. I keep digging through till I feel a piece of the inner you. The inner you. Till I feel a piece of the inner you. I keep digging through till I feel a piece of the inner you. We both love when it get good, she's get pulled. Too horny, you get bull. When we kick it, that shit mule. Too hard, you too wet. I'm Coast Guard, we make art like Mozart. But when it's over, no getting closer. Swear love sent us a postcard. We don't discuss our problems, she say fuck her with that anger. Then before she leave, it's back to small talk like we strangers. No strings attached, supposed to me, no feelings, oh no feelings. We both get it, no forevers. It ain't love, but our close feelings. She got the sweetest fragrance, really love it when I taste it. But she say my dick is such a problem, much too hard to face it. But she try harder when she high. She French kissed the tip like ooh la la. Then begins Kama Sutra. Down with panties, off with bras. Venus shall collide with Mars. Incoming calls I disregard. This big bang's about to start. Cut up hearts like playing cards. Pistol keep it Cupid far. Let them know just who's in charge. When we look forward to their rewards, let's enjoy. While I'm feeling you, so into me, while I'm into you. I keep digging through, till I feel a piece of the inner you. The inner you. Till I feel a piece of the inner you. I keep digging through, till I feel a piece of the inner you.
There's Spacey on it there on the gaming. No more Disturbed. Stop it.
Get up, get down with the sickness. Get up, get down with the sickness.
Shouts out Spacey on it. More from
Shouts
that later
out.
on. More from that later on the show.
Shout out Disturbed.
Shouts out Disturbed. Why not? Rest in peace.
Why not?
Mace, the main lyricist.
Main content.
Are they broken up?
Wait, no, was that Drowning Pool? No, it was Drowning Pool where the singer died.
Or was it Puddle of Mud?
Yeah, no, Let the Bodies Hit the Floor, Drowning Pool.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
And then,
It sounds like the album.
and then the body hit the floor. Rest in peace.
Boom.
And that is your episodic New Metal 101 here on the Gaming Cult Podcast.
We're recording on a special day that's all about bodies hitting floors.
Yes.
Cue DJ Young Tellum in the background. Yeah, it is 9/11 today, isn't it? Shit.
It is.
I have so many 9/11 videos of my favorite 9/11 videos. I'm gonna give a shout out to my favorite 9/11 videos. 9/11 importance event. Fucking amazing classic. Osama Latin. They saw him in the sky. They saw him and shot him down.
Osama Latin.
Cardboard World Trade Center reenactment. That's a classic.
That is. The guy laughing in the background of that video is so disturbing.
9/11 AMV Unstoppable.
Oh jeez. Who makes these things?
Hey, I remember after 9/11 actually happened, there was a Newgrounds animation that went up, like literally like a couple of days afterwards.
That's so fucking bad.
Yeah, like that.
It would make it now. It's 13 years left.
And then, if you might remember from early Newgrounds days, there was that game called Kaboom, which was the suicide bomber game.
Yes.
And it only ever reached demo stage, and even the demo got CNN attention and got Tom Fulp on CNN and all the rest. I was actually working on the music for the full version of that game.
Wow, really?
Yep, with Shane from Godfart back in the day, the same guy that made Bebo the cat what has facial hair. And I also did one of the theme songs for Bebo back in the day too.
Dude, I didn't know you worked on Newgrounds stuff.
Yeah. I also used to work on Clock Crew stuff as well, all kinds of shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I used to know Orange Clock, and yeah, fuck, that was a long time ago. Holy shit.
Yeah, forever and
Alright, last shout out video.
The internet.
Yeah.
Last shout out video. Men in Black, A Space Odyssey. Other good than 9/11 video.
I don't know. I didn't miss that one.
It's just a clip from the Men in Black cartoon from 1997.
Oh yeah, this is actually a thing.
Those Twin Towers? Yeah, what about them? I don't think they're gonna be so tall anymore.
That's in the fucking cartoon?
Yeah, from 1997.
Oh, that is a bad omen. The only 9/11 video
Again,
that
that's
I
not
watched,
us making a joke. That was an actual episode of the Men in Black cartoon from 1997.
Yeah, it's weird how shit like that happens. I remember, didn't 9/11 delay the release of Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of the Patriot?
It's changed the entire thing. The entire
Yeah.
industry.
Yeah, because I remember reading about how they had to change some of the intro because you could actually see the towers in the original cutscene.
Yep. It had some B-roll footage of Twin Towers in the game, and yeah, just a lot of. It's so. I think that's just such a weird thing because in that era, so many video games were affected by it. A lot of things actually were affected by it.
A lot of media, they were going in and taking the towers out of stuff that they had already filmed.
I forgot about another.
That seems weird. Yeah. That seems like it's just put it in there. I mean, it's a movie. You could go watch an older movie and it would have the towers in it.
You reminded me. I got a fifth 9/11 video. Original Spider-Man movie. Oh, and Crazy Frog 9/11. There's so many good 9/11 videos.
Jesus Christ. Like I was saying, the only one for me is shouts out to the Footwork crew, 9/11 Footwork.
Yeah, that's good. But I play
9/11 crew, DJ Young Tell 'em, shouts out.
Shouts out.
The MySpace Juke era.
Yeah.
Everyone links that one nowadays. Since we're obscure podcast, I got obscure videos. Go check out Men in Black Space Odyssey.
I just got respect for that song. I love that song.
Yeah, DJ Young Tell 'em still making tracks.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Yeah, shouts out. I think he's in Bosses of the Circle. I could be wrong. Anyway, shouts out Bosses of the Circle.
Got PT down, got 9/11 down. Alright, what's next?
I joined a Footwork crew lately. Just recently.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I bet that's good. That must be so much fun.
Yeah. Well, not a crew of footworkers, but a crew of Juke and Footwork DJs, the tech DJs. Shouts out to my big bro Traxman, one of the OGs of Chicago dance music in general. He's been around since the Ghetto House days and through Juke and Footwork and everything. He put out records on Dance Mania. Yeah, Traxman, he brought me into the tech DJs, which is part of the whole Tech Life and Ghetto DJs, D-Dynamic, Beatdown kind of family. This huge family of Chicago musicians that I'm now part of.
Congratulations, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm part of a legit Footwork crew now. Footwork
I
tracks.
I figured not a producer crew, but a crew of footworkers local.
No, yeah. I don't even have my basics down. I cannot footwork very well.
I want to learn more of the basics, and I want to join an actual footworking crew.
Shouts out to the Era. They're one of the best footwork crews going, headed up by Lightbulb and a few others. But yeah, I'm now DJ Innes is now part of Tech DJs. So
hell yeah!
Look out for some music coming out soon.
Tech Live.
Yep. Well, fuck. This is the Gaming Cult podcast.
Yeah.
It is.
And
Yeah, it is.
how far are we?
Cody, how far in are you?
I'm at 40%. I'll tell you when I'm at 100%. Shadow Ball all over the
so
place.
far.
Oh, shadow balling. Have we ever explained to the Gaming Cult podcasters?
I think that's where you learned about it.
It is where I learned about it. Okay,
Yeah.
so they heard as well.
They know about that
I didn't
shadow
know
balling.
I didn't know if that might have
Garrett,
been a private call.
There are people that listen to our conversations.
I know, that's
To our
odd.
conversations. Actually, I just realized that almost a majority of vocal conversations I've had with you, Garrett, are archived and recorded where people can view them.
Yeah, I know. And some people get weird about that. I consider you guys real good friends, but I don't
Likewise.
talk to you guys outside of recording or podcasting.
Because you
And I know that, well, yeah, I mean, I'm fucking pulling my hair out trying to get all my priorities under control, and I don't have a lot of time for other things, but I think podcasting, it gives me an excuse to stop and sit down and have a conversation with my friends. Yeah, we're recording it, we're releasing it, but that's not why I do it. I do it because I get to sit and talk to you guys for the one time a week where I'm actually just talking shit, having fun.
Hey,
And same with going on podcast every
that's the
Sunday.
reality of it, man. I live in Sydney, which is on the opposite side of the world, and I was talking. Me and Brian were just Skyping each other for about an hour the other week, and then I realized after that phone call, hang on, that's the first conversation outside of Gaming Cult podcast that we've ever had.
Yeah, you guys need to
That's
Skype
so funny.
Yeah.
You Skype more. Fucking be on Skype. Yo, we can
But
whenever.
here's the thing. This is the first time I've sat down in one place for over an hour today.
Jesus Christ. That was fucked
I
up.
do not. Look how
The busy
I eat
life
like a
of the-
maniac,
Yeah.
and I cannot gain weight. I live a extremely active lifestyle.
Yeah, I can't gain weight either. I got high metabolism. I eat the worst shit ever. Just eat
Yeah.
my ass. You ain't gonna gain weight.
Ladies, me and Cody can eat a peach for hours, and guys,
Oh, I
why
can
not?
go preach for hours.
That's from that is how he says it in Face Off.
It's true. Peach, I could eat a peach for hours.
I could eat a peach for hours. That is my absolute, I think, favorite. I think. Oh, why don't I have that drop on the fucking stream? That is.
Oh.
That's my favorite clip from.
Yeah, I know a slot you can replace.
Any. Jesus Christ. Any Nick Cage movie. Cody, I don't want to get rid of any. I love my drops because then when you don't
Hate 'em.
have time to call in, I can just play some drops of you, and it's
It's like you're there.
great. Yeah, it's like you're there
It's
with
like you're there talking about the things you love.
And the viewers, they love hearing your voice. They love the drops.
I don't like it.
They like. when you call
I've
in,
had.
too.
It's so bizarre how much that has gone around. Like fucking every once in a
Hang
while.
on, guys.
when-
My family's just about to walk through the door, and they're going to make noise, and I'm going to tell them to not make noise.
I am
Okay.
recording.
Hey guys, I'm
Recording. If you do not respect my recording, I will eliminate.
I'm broadcasting you, numbskull.
Hey, Ma, I'm broadcasting here.
Are we good?
so you're with Peter Griffin. So like Peter Griffin.
That did sound like Peter Griffin,
Family, you
didn't
family man.
it? Yeah, it's a family man.
Oh, if you come in while I'm recording the podcast, I'll kill you.
I like American Guy better.
American guy, you like American guy? Cool.
Yeah, with the talking fish that has a German accent.
What?
Oh, and then there's the alien. He smoked weed.
That's good. That's
That's
some
how-
good little fanfic for the show. For
That's
the
how.
gaming
That's how. That's how a pothead sound.
club. Yeah. Oh, they sound like a saddle weed
guys,
with emphysema.
I'm smoking a giant.
Oh.
Oh, you guys look at a bug in front of me. Oh my god.
I'm just like 60%.
Gaming Cult podcast.
Yeah. Gaming Club podcast. Cody sounds like a sativa man himself.
Oh yeah, you're more of a sativa or an indica man. Do you prefer the top or the bottom of the plant? What kind of high are you going for, Cody?
Yeah, are you looking for like a real heady high, or are you looking to just kind of
More like
mellow
a
out?
yeah,
and up to your couch
cannabinoid kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Cody,
I
do you ever go
stomp
for the
Smarties and
cannabinoid?
snort.
Oh, you're in
I go to my lunchroom table and I go hang out with my cool friends and I stomp Smarties and I snort them.
And you just drop a bit of THC crystals into that.
and then our like 7th grade homeroom teacher says no, don't do that, and I'll be like no, fuck you.
I'm snorting lines of,
Wow.
I'm snorting lines of Smarties. Fuck you.
This
You're
is cool.
one bad motherfucker, man. That's like tough guy shit.
I didn't
Dog,
do
shut
that.
up. The dog's whining.
This bit, I didn't do that. I was a good boy.
Telling the teacher "fuck you."
He
and
ne-
whatnot.
he never
You
did a-
probably played Game Boy in English.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I had my Game Boy Advance SP in my pocket. Ooh, they weren't supposed to know that. Ooh.
Yeah,
Naughty.
you were watching your copy of Cars on your Game Boy Advance SP.
Yeah.
I had all 3 cartridges of Shark Tale because the full movie had to fit on 3 cartridges. I made sure on Game Boy Advance Video I had all 3 cartridges on me at all times because Shark Tale was the best CGI movie.
Hell yeah.
Hey, it had Missy Elliott in it, didn't it?
I don't fucking know.
I think Missy Elliott was in that.
The only one that I still have of Game Boy Advance videos, because like when those came out, it was like, oh fuck yeah, I can watch TV shows. The only one I have was the Dragon Ball GT one. They had like the first volume.
Jeez.
I still have that one, and it's so funny going back to that because like that is less than 240p mono sound. Fucking, it looks terrible. And I remember just having that. I would have that like say like on like a car trip or something. I would have that. I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll pop in and watch these GT episodes. And they only released one fucking volume, so it's the same fucking 2 episodes.
That was like I had some Darkstalkers cartoons on a UMD for PSP.
Yeah, late like when the UMD stuff came out. I got a few of those. I remember like I got Advent Children. And that came out. I got that on you.
That just reminded me, when I went to the UK last in 2012, I met up with Matt from the 10 Minute Turbo Show, who we had on episode 4. He was the first guest that we ever had on Gaming Cult.
Wow.
Yeah, on episode 4 before you came on episode 5, Garrett. And I met up with him in London, and I haven't spoken to him in a while, but I should see how he's doing. Anyway, I gave him a UMD copy of Hitch.
I was just gonna fucking bring that up. Hitch was like the most produced UMD, it seemed.
Really?
In stores here, we had fucking bargain bins full of UMDs when that platform failed, and they were all Hitch. It was crazy.
I would think like Kill Bill, because I always saw fucking Kill Bill on UMD.
Oh, maybe it was just a local thing to continue, because always fucking Will Smith looking like a dumb smiling motherfucker on the letters.
I've seen that.
What gamer is gonna watch Hitch? This makes no fucking sense. Did you have a lot of them in Australia, Jake?
Well, I was actually when UMDs were really big, I was living in the UK. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So there was a lot of anime. You could get Paprika, you could get Akira, you could get Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, I think that.
Oh, and in Japan, I always want to import this. They have Death and Rebirth and End of Eva on UMD, and like this, they released a special like limited edition box set with I think it was the Smash Bros. Clone Eva game for PSP, and that was also on PS2. There was like a limited edition PSP box set that had the game, and then had Death and Rebirth and End of Eva on UMD with like this really badass like limited edition artwork. And I remember they released that, and I've seen that go around like on eBay for like maybe. It's pretty cheap. It's like occasionally like I see it for like 70, 80, maybe like $100.
Yeah, is it the one that comes with the T-shirt and a big red?
No, that's for the Suda 51 game that came out later. This one.
I have a special collector's edition of the Pachinko games on PS3.
Oh wow!
Not WoW. I've never played it.
Never.
But it's got some cool like keychains and stuff.
I collect imported EVA games, and hardly ever fucking play them.
Yeah, I've got one on PS2 as well.
The last one I got was the Petite Eva DS game, which is really fun because it's a little mini game.
You like that one, yeah?
Yeah, because
that's
it's
so
all
obscure, that game.
Yeah, because it's the only thing outside of those little web shorts that fucking never really came out.
That's cool.
And I think besides the manga, and it's in the style of the manga, which is 2D, because the show is 3D, and I think the CG like looks kind of whatever. But
it does look weird.
I love the 2D style, like the one for the manga and for that game, because that game like just looks so cute. I fucking love it. And the mini games are fun. The only like mini games that were like I got like to a point like I couldn't do it were like Japanese word puzzles. But the good thing about that game is if you fail on a mini game 3 times, it just skips you ahead to the next one.
Oh, perfect.
Hey guys, Franz is actually here. Who I had the experience of PT with.
Yeah.
Franz is he's a radio man in Holland, and
Franz, he's a broadcaster.
Yeah, he's a broadcaster. He's a fellow broadcaster.
Broadcaster.
Franz, can you tell us? Hang on, let me just fix my microphone here live on the Game Cult podcast. Franz, tell us about your experience of PT.
What's PT?
The horror game that we played.
Oh my goodness. Well, I stood there hours in the doorway of your studio.
Yes.
And I had several shocks of anxiety.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, also it was your first time like playing a video game as well.
Totally. And me seeing you getting paralyzed in your chair. Oh my goodness, this was really. I can still feel the shivering.
Yeah, well, going through that same hallway. Yeah. That's not something that usually happens in video games. Yeah.
Again and again, and never know what's going to happen. And the fear that was built up was amazingly well.
So how was that for your first? What did you think of that being your first video game experience?
Rather heavy.
Yeah, it was heavy, man.
Rather heavy.
There you go. A review from France, all the way from Holland, of PT. We've gone full circle.
It's how Kojima enjoyed
He's a rare. Cody, you were the rare specimen to get to experience PT, not knowing what it was yet. And Franz here is a rare specimen. He gets his first experience from a Kojima game.
There you go. Good first experience.
It's the way it should be.
Video games.
Praise Kojima. I'll praise him.
All praise be to Kojima. One of the
Kojima was wearing one of your shirts, like on the most recent podcast, and they showed.
Hey man, it's like a good day for me today because I turned on Twitter and Cody, actually, you broke the news to me, and then when I went and looked on Twitter, I saw the clip of the Phantom Pain that they showed for the Tokyo Game Show little demo that's coming out. Yeah, they showed a real quick little clip of The Quiet, which was awesome. The fucking clip is really cool. But they had Hideo sitting at Kojima Station wearing the Mega 64 logo shirt that we gave him. We must have gave him that shirt at Comic-Con 2 years ago. So it was really, really cool to see that in that video. I was really happy. I know Rocco and the other guys were really proud as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Loves you.
I've got a bit of a story similar to that as well. I'm still playing Final Fantasy XIV. That is a game that I'm still playing just a few times a week, almost every day.
I play it every day. Fuck.
Yeah, we still love this game.
I do too. I have not played, but I do love this fucking game.
You've got quite a far way through, haven't you? You got a little bit distracted with your leatherworking, like from your main, as I remember.
Yeah,
you get to free. I remember.
But I was enjoying that.
Yeah.
It's like every aspect of the game, distracting or story based, I've just really enjoyed, and I will continue to play this game. I have to get back in.
Gotta get back. Gotta jack in. It's like the Matrix.
Get in, man. I'm I'm almost level 44 now.
You can take the blue pill and unsubscribe. Take the red pill and just see how far the foul-faced rabbit hole really goes.
Fuck you.
Hey, the Matrix has been the funniest fucking thing to me, like, recently, because of how irrelevant it is now, and just how fucking popular it was for so many fucking years, and how so many people thought it was so cool.
I think it has looped around now to being the most irrelevant thing currently in the zeitgeist.
Yeah, but guess what? I've been friends with Rocco for like 8 years, so I haven't heard any recesses of
Matrix.
People talking about the fucking Matrix. It's like a constant stream. Shouts out.
But yeah, anyway, we've been playing that Final Fantasy XIV. I'm level 44. I'm a Dragoon. It's like a Lancer, but a little bit more advanced, you know.
Ooh. Did you switch? You were a cat girl before.
I'm still a cat girl.
Yeah, it's his job.
Oh, but you're a cat girl. That's right.
Yeah.
Because you're close. Because you were an archer, and whenever you hit level 30, you're able to get your job as a bard, which is the same class, but you have more like bells and whistles. Like you have songs you can play.
Oh.
It's like it's a way to advance your class, basically.
Yeah. It's the next level.
But hang on, I'm actually going somewhere with this.
Yeah, you go somewhere.
I post a lot of I find a lot of nice landscapes in game, and I'll post them to Facebook and Twitter. And a friend of mine that I've been friends with for a while replied to one of my tweets, and that was DJ Kuroichi Kuroki from Booty Tune, which is the Japanese footwork label, very well known.
Oh yeah.
And to turns out not only is he like one of the most well-known sort of footwork DJs and collectors in Japan, he's also on the production team for Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah.
Wow!
Yeah.
And he
That's
worked
amazing.
he worked on Sunken Temple of Corn, which is a level 35 optional dungeon.
Yep, that is
a lot
his
of block puzzles.
That is his dungeon. Shouts out.
If he fucking made those block puzzles, I hate you. I like you, but I hate you.
There you go. It's dual respect.
Yeah.
Small world. Yeah,
yeah.
We're buddies with some guys over at Square Enix that are doing the American side of things. And when I was having some issues in the game because
we were fucking around,
I wasn't aware of chat spamming with too many dances in public spaces. So I was complaining on social media, and it's a really bizarre thing when your friends will like contact you and go like, "Oh hey, I'm like really high up developer on this game. Like, what's going on? What's this issue you're having? Maybe I can help you." And then I'm like, "Oh, no, it's okay. I was just dancing too much in public. I figured it out." Everyone
when he
kinda
looked up
told
the exact number.
Yeah, he like. Well, I want to look into this. What was the code they gave me? And I was just like, oh, he helped me follow it up. It's like small world, man.
That's great.
So that's cool.
So shouts out to Kuroki-san, everyone at Booty Tune, DJ Full Tono, another member of the Tech DJs, and he did a track on Gaming Cult Tracks Volume 1, which you can go pick up now free. Go to culttracks.bandcamp.com. It's free. It's a big thank you to the 15,000 people now that have checked out the compilation. Yeah.
It's awesome. I listen to it. I stream it on my phone all the time when I want something to listen to. Just hit it and go.
Hell yeah. And you can download it for free. It says buy it now, but if you put in 0, you can download that motherfucker for free.
Do it.
Hey, with 0 money. Perfect world.
I really like that you post those backgrounds, Jake. Just the scenic environments from that game, because it is a really pretty game.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That
the lighting.
That is...
No, I was just gonna say the lighting just makes that game so fucking colorful and pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The weather system, day-night system, every little bit is there.
That game has been the best and worst thing, because I have been so fucking addicted to that game.
Me too.
Like, that game is like, well, since like for an MMO, like I have not been that obsessed with MMO since like I guess World of Warcraft in its prime, but not even that much, because like with Final Fantasy XIV, I'm obsessed with the world itself. I'm obsessed with the lore. I'm obsessed with all the new features. I'm just so obsessed with it. It's such a well-tuned, refined game, but also it just has like that actual like Final Fantasy story to it. It has like it's not necessarily like a super complex Final Fantasy story. It's more like a very early Final Fantasy story. Yeah. Pretty much. It's like Final Fantasy 1, because I mean obviously
that's all I needed though. That's all I needed to be engrossed in what's happening in the world.
Me too.
And it's relatively simple for the main story, but there's all these other side stories. There's the Hildebrand side story, which is a level 50 side story that's like a goofy like gag fucking story that's like legitimately fucking funny and my favorite side quest line in the game, and has a whole like boss battle talk to it and everything. And like there's like for each class and job there's a whole story for like that. Just like as you level up that class and you do like the quests every 5 levels for that class, you have a whole story with that one. And it's just so cool because it puts life into this world, like, and everything that they add in content wise, they actually like build up to it. Like whenever the city, there's the city called Mordana, which is an in-game city, which is the main in-game hub. And in that city, like, it was really small when it started out, and you'd see like people doing construction, like NPCs just doing construction work. And as each patch came along, like that would become an actual building. And it's like, oh, this is this new area for this new thing. And it's like, oh, you were actually building that.
Yep.
Like it doesn't seem like something that was just. It didn't seem like it was something that was just thrown in, like out of nowhere. Stuff gradually comes in, and like things in the story that are like teased, like even now, like things are teased of like what's coming. Like obviously there's a new class coming next patch, which might be at the end of October, which is Ninja, and there's like characters that show up that kind of like seem like they use like these kind of skills and stuff, and it's like. You're teasing all these things. Oh, and a new race too, but we don't know exactly what it is because they wear a veil, secrets.
Oh, really?
It's just,
a new race you could choose?
Yep. And that it seems like it will come in the expansion. But because expansion's next year. Anyways, divulging.
So it's like if you're playing this game at the forefront of everything, you are in tune with the changing world. You're getting something that like I, as a casual player, am not getting out of it at all.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
And I mean, hey, when you catch up and get to that point, it's just like you're just in it.
You're
just
there, man. Yeah,
because like,
it's worth it too.
But to be
it's such a
like
great
you
game.
say, to be there while the NPC construction workers are building the town, and every time you log in, there's more and more of it completed.
Yeah, well, yeah, every like
That's
little
cool.
patch. There's
Well, yeah, I mean, like just for example, like Final Fantasy's first 14's A Realm Reborn's first anniversary is going on right now, and there's been so many unique things that you've been able to participate in and get just from like quest lines and everything, and cool little things and side things, and just from that have only been available for a week in the game, you know.
And I feel
That's
like
awesome.
I'm so in tune with Eorzea because, like, I played 1.0, and as bad as it was, I experienced that world ending. I experienced the end of the world, like, in a video game.
That's cool.
The last, like the build-up for, like, a year, you would see the fucking moon, Dal Moons, coming down. Like, not knowing exactly what the fuck it was. Like, like you didn't really know what Bahamut was in it. And like just seeing like playing those final like hours, and then like people are just like, what the fuck's gonna happen
before the game ended forever.
Yeah, and then a cutscene played for everyone. Everyone loaded up into cutscene. Few people got an error, and sucks to them. And a cutscene played, and then you saw it all play out, and then server's disconnected, and it's like see you in A Realm Reborn, and it's like, holy fucking shit. And like
it's starting over.
Yeah, and
there was unique music playing as well in the final hours before the world ended and everything.
Yeah. And tons of like enemy mob stuff. Yeah, and then going into this game.
Yeah, that's the thing. Enemy mobs, like super powered enemy mobs, would start spawning in safe places, like in villages and stuff.
Like you know Gridania.
Oh, wow.
Like in 1.0, there was occasional times where like we would like I was in Ul'dah, because Ul'dah used to be my main city, and that used to be the big party up city. I was in Ul'dah, and fucking out of nowhere, these fucking level question mark enemies fell from the fucking sky into the middle of the fucking city, and people are like,
wow,
what the fuck? And they just started killing everybody. And it's like, what the fuck is happening? Like, in it.
So they really knew how to go out with a bang and tell a story doing them.
And they could have easily just shut down that game and just said, yeah, we're just starting over. But they played into it. They made it a part of the story. And even as you go into A Realm Reborn, it's a world recovering from this. It's a world recovering from what happened in like a realm being reborn.
And they call it the Calamity.
Yeah. And now it's like, so currently I'm doing the Binding Coil Bahamut, and I'm on the second Coil Bahamut,
which is like a really this is all end game stuff after you finish the game.
This is the main raid currently. That is the hardest raid in the game, and that raid is based on finding out what like is happening, like what happened with the Calamity. Like, let's delve deeper into it, and it's just so cool. Like, it's very difficult.
You know that Bahamut is involved in it somewhat just from that cutscene that plays at the beginning of the game. Anyway. Yeah.
And I'm not going to spoil it because it's really good.
And you can find that cutscene on YouTube.
But that's not spoiling it either.
So if you wait at the title screen long enough, it actually plays it in A Realm Reborn.
Oh, it does. In the Realm Reborn. Oh, I've never seen that.
It plays it. It plays an extra cutscene, which is after it. So everyone gets warped. Like, so pretty much what happens is all the players, how they explain it is the leader of the Scions, like like the people that you got the quest from, like the like blonde hair bitch. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and the old leader of the Scions, Louis Sois. He basically what he tried to do is he tried to stop Bahamut from befalling.
This is in 1.0.
In 1.0.
Yes.
And they pretty much failed. So in a last-ditch effort, he used some sort of spell to teleport all the players that were at the Cartano, which was the big battlefield at the time, which is pretty much us, away in through time into 5 years later in A Realm Reborn. And now, since Louis Soir is presumably dead, Minfilia takes the helm as leading the Scions, and that's why you see like the broken staff like behind her like desk. And that's the Soir, like that staff that the Calamity.
And then
very well written.
Find out more as you play the game, viewers. It's great. Come join our free company. There's how many members? Like 50 members now.
No, we got like 30 something. Let's not say it's too much. We'll be honest here.
That's still a lot.
Hey, we need more. We need more.
And you got a house.
But we do. Hey. It's true. We have Bad Bathhouse. Shouts out.
Yeah, we got the Bad Bathhouse. I spent like so far. I've spent like out of like my own money into that house. I spent like probably like 10 million gil. Like I've spent so much.
Shouts out for being the main funding resource on the fucking company house.
Pretty fucking.
Because I know I haven't contributed a dime.
If you play this game, hey, I bought the Chocobo stables, and good for you, because you can use the Chocobo stables. You didn't have to pay 160,000 gil to get that fucking thing.
Jesus.
My Chocobo, Oppa Gangnam style, is becoming blue with all the berries that I'm feeding it.
Yeah, they added
no way! You gotta
Chocobo's colors now. And so I'm really stoked about this. I'm gonna talk about. Man, we've going so deep in Final Fantasy.
Hey, we were actually me and Cody were actually gonna do a Final Fantasy special.
Yeah,
so,
hey, I still want to do it.
We're all three playing, so it's a perfect opportunity when we don't have like Brian and Eric here.
Exactly. So call it is.
Eric can make fun of us. Fuck him. Hey, fuck you, Eric. If you're listening to this,
hey,
fuck you. I didn't mean it. Maybe that's too harsh. I don't know.
I think you're gonna get an earful on the next show, but who knows if he'll even hear this?
I'll tell him to go home to his go home show.
Oh, there you gave him a plug. You can't be mad.
Yeah, see, I plugged him in.
I got you, Eric. Ooh, I'm gonna write on your Tumblr and ooh, I got you.
Listen to that voice.
That's everyone on Eric's Tumblr.
So
that's the voice of everybody posting anonymously on Eric's Tumblr.
I think Eric just has a Tumblr just so people can like be mean to him on it. Just be a little just like, I'm gonna get you, you little bastard.
Yep. I'm gonna get you, Eric, because you're mean on the podcast. You don't deserve it.
I hate you in videos.
Shouts out, my sweet boy Eric.
So in Final Fantasy,
shouts out to his Tumblr.
One of the coolest things that they're adding in the future, this is one of the future things that I'm most excited about, which is the Golden Saucer. Remember the Golden Saucer from Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah!
They are adding that in the game. There's going to be the giant floating Golden Saucer in Final Fantasy XIV. There's going to be Chocobo Racing, Triple Triad, the card game from Final Fantasy VIII, which they're adding a fucking card game to this game, which I'm so stoked about. And they're adding a... Yoshi P said that there is a mini game that's almost like a basketball-like game.
So it's basically going to be NBA 2K14.
Yeah, you get to play NBA in Final Fantasy. It's the best game ever. I think originally like the concept of gambling, where you could say like gamble on Chocobo races. I could be wrong, but I really remember like there was an idea like you can like still if your friends are like racing their Chocobos, you can like gamble on those races or gamble on other things, maybe like a card game after Triple Triad. But yeah, it's just I love content in MMOs. Like, I enjoy battle content. I enjoyed raids and dungeons and stuff, and that's fun. But I also really enjoy that just weird side shit. So I'm really fucking stoked.
Having fun ways to waste time in MMOs is great.
Yeah. And if it's done definitely. If it's done in like really like in like engrossing ways, like not just one-off side thing. Because like, so right now they introduced the Chocobo stables, like I said, and you can change your Chocobo's color, and you can also train it. You can feed it different fruits to change its different attributes, like its stats, and it that stuff is all leading up to like, hey, when Golden Saucer launches, show off your fucking badass Chocobo, get ready for the fucking races. So
mine's gonna be blue. I'm gonna be blue.
Yeah, yo, my Chocobo red. That's good.
I got a blue house with a blue window.
Damn. Oh fuck.
Couldn't even see out of it. It was blue.
So Final Fantasy is great. Expansion's supposed to come out next year. They're supposed to announce the expansion pack at FanFest this year, which is
And
in October.
they keep patching new stuff for endgame players as well.
Oh yeah, and like that's the thing about like subscription fees with Final Fantasy. Like, love it or hate it, you are not being nickel and dime with microtransactions. When you pay month to month, like if you know you're gonna play it, which that's how I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just you have to know like when you're gonna play it. Like you get like content every month. Like all that content that's added is available to you and it's released regularly. There's mini patches, like there's always the big patch like 2.2 and 2.3 and soon to be 2.4. But there's also patches in between like 2.35 and then in a couple of days we're gonna get 2.38. And content is gradually added. There's holidays. Like when you're paying for that month to month like kind of thing, you're getting that content available to you, and it's like you actually have to do something to unlock it. So it's rewarding when you actually unlock something as opposed to a free to play MMO where it's like, pay $5.99 and get this costume, and it's like if it was a free to play game, it's like, oh yeah, pay $5.99, get the lightning costume. But no, when the lightning holiday happened, there's a whole lightning story. There's cutscenes, there's quests. You had to do all 5 of them. And
it was fun having lightning in the game. Although I couldn't get the final piece of her outfit because I wasn't level 44. Yeah, I was one level missing, and now
yesterday.
And it ended yesterday from when we recorded. I'll never get it.
And I'm excited.
Yeah.
The last well, hey Garrett, if you do come back for one day, you should come back for the Dragon Quest X holiday, which is happening for the next 2 weeks. I think starting next week. You can get a slime.
From when we're recording now, which is September 11th. God bless you.
September 11th, planes going in.
Never forget.
When in Final Fantasy, there's the Dragon Quest X holiday, which has Brickman from Dragon Quest X, and there's like a Thug Helm.
Is there fucking slimes, Cody? That's all we care about.
That's all we care about is fucking slimes.
Adding a giant king slime hat. You can wear a slime on your head. Get that shit.
I'm gonna get a little slime to follow me around in battle, and I'm gonna wear a king slime on my head, and I'm gonna go kill flawns, and then it's gonna be like a merging of the enemy types.
So yeah, that's happening, and that's the final thing for the 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, this anniversary has been great. The party, the festival thing was great. I have like 12 different swimsuits now. Yeah,
that's yukata.
For my cat girls. Oh yeah, I've got plenty of cute yukatas as well. And there was a Final Fantasy XI event where you could get a Shantoto thing and fight a giant Shantoto. That was cool. Yeah, just so many cool different things that have happened, and I have all this cool shit. I have all these cool minions and outfits now. Yeah, and a dance. I've got the bomb dance.
I only have baseline dances. I gotta get on my dance game.
Yeah. Baseline! Shouts out, John Colt.
Shouts out.
Yeah, Final Fantasy XIV. Like last year. I mean, I played it last year because it came out last year, and I played a good bit of it, and then I lost my account. And then I didn't get it back until around April. And that's when I really started getting into it. And fuck, man, like, this is definitely an MMO that I'm going to be playing for a really long time. Like, really long time. I'm really stoked to see where they go with it. It's, yeah, I mean, they're still
making new things for Final Fantasy XI. That came out in 2001.
Yeah. It's still going.
Yeah.
I can't imagine where this game's going to be in 10 years.
It's crazy. Well, there we go. We've talked about the big 2 games that we wanted to talk about on the Gaming Cult podcast. Holy shit.
Video game talk?
It's been game-filled.
I love games. Video games are fun.
Games.
I just wish I had more time to play the goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Alright. Eorzea misses. Don't give up.
It depresses me. It does. It makes me upset when I like see the stack of games that it's like, well, I mean, God, I just got Destiny, but like looking at Wolfenstein and Final Fantasy and fuck all these games. They're all so good. That's like my thing is I try not to buy like something I know I'm not. I'll only buy it if it's like a sure thing, and I have been very happy with all of the like games I bought this year, but I haven't had a fucking lick of time to play most of them. And God, that drives me nuts.
Well, Garrett, Garrett, my friend, I love you so much. I hope you have more free time soon, and I hope that as you lay your sweet head to rest every night, you hear the faint echo of our sweet boy Cody's voice whispering, Eorzea.
I know, calling me back there. I do think about that often.
I need to come back to the realm of reborn.
I know. Lilin the cat, she must be leveled up. And
She must
in real life, she must be petted.
She must.
Can you hear
Shut
her?
up. Tell that
Die.
cat to shut up.
You will live on in Eorzea, so tonight you die.
Okay, I killed her.
Shuts up.
That's the end. Eorzea,
Now-
Eorzea Lilin lives on.
Now I have to visit her soul locked in the electronics.
Locked in a crystal, Final Fantasy. It's like
Oh.
You gotta blow.
Ooh, it is a thing.
You gotta blow on the top before you put it
Square Enix, they are getting their game together. I feel like that is a company that was like doing so bad for so long, but they are getting their shit together,
Hey,
and I am
a lot
so
of it's,
happy about
a
it.
lot of it's thanks to Yoshi P as well.
Yoshi P revolutionizing, and they had a lot of changes like in the past few years. But yeah, Final Fantasy 15 looks rad as shit. Like it looks really good. They're going in a good direction. Final Fantasy Type O HD, which we're finally getting in the West, which is a game we never fucking got. That is a they keep like whenever like the director has been saying like they're at PAX this year and they're saying like when I try to describe the game, it's like, yeah, this is a really dark Final Fantasy game. And people are like, yeah, dark. If you look up that game and think about that game is fucking dark.
Really?
That is a really fucking morbid, dark game.
I just remember, I remember Martin playing it. He imported the PSP version when it first came out. He was the only person I knew that played it.
It's a story about a war, and the way that the director describes it is, when I made these characters, none of them are heroes, and they're just people. They're just people.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
There's no generic like I'm supposed to save the world. That's not what it's about. These are just people.
What's this gonna come out on?
So originally it was a PSP game, and it never got released over here because the Vita was coming out, and it was weird for Square Enix's localization, so they kind of canned it. But they're doing a HD PS4 and Xbox One version.
Oh, okay, so it'll be on PS4.
Yeah, it'll be on PS4, and the cool thing is whenever like the director's talking about it at PAX and like interviews and stuff, he's like super like he's also really into it. He's like, this is an amazing game. I really feel like he's really passionate, and I feel like that's the thing about Square Enix now. There's a lot of passionate people working on games there.
Yeah,
and I'm really happy about it. He was talking about how this game is now on PS4, and how it's like to a wider audience because it's like a worldwide release. He was like, this was a PSP game, and how they're implementing a lot of things that they learned from developing Final Fantasy 15, because it's the same director that's co-directing Final Fantasy 15. And how they're learning from gameplay mechanics and they're improving the combat and how leveling is in that game.
Okay, so Type 0 is coming out too, and that's a fun thing. Square Enix shouts out. Holy shit, we've spent the entire episode talking about games, guys. Like, what is going on?
I don't know. It's those boys, Eric and Brian, are here to distract us.
And that's Hollywood superstar Zach Ennis.
Fucking nerds.
And of course, Hollywood superstar Zach Ennis, and shouts out to Martin Olin and everyone that's been on. Dr. Ryan.
Yep.
Mauricio, all the gaming contributors.
Man, we've got another music special coming up in a couple episodes' time.
Oh, yes.
Not too far off, viewers. Alright, let's go those bits. Regular bits. This is a Game Called Podcast. Album recommendations. Classic album. Well, actually, no. I've got a bit of mail here. It's from Graham Sigurdsson. Hey, Jake, I know there hasn't been a fanfic in a while, but I saw this, and I thought it would be of interest to Zach, if not everyone. And he's linked me a 3-hour YouTube video of, what is this? It's Pokemon vs. Bionicle Battle of the Universe full-length movie. This is a
What the fuck?
This is a 3-hour YouTube movie of a Pokemon versus Bionicle fanfiction.
Is the background theme fucking Move Along?
I don't know. I think it's all just filmed with a kid's video camera.
Oh my god. It's live action?
Yeah, I think so. It's just a kid moving around Bionicles and Pokemons, and it's 3 hours long. All right, Graham, thanks very much for that. I don't think I'm going to watch that, but thank you. Shouts out.
It's good to know it exists.
That's good to know that exists, exactly.
Jake, is there any other emails?
You sound like fucking Tron.
I can't even hear you anymore, dude.
Oh,
Just, alright, album recommendations, classic album recommendations from this. The dog is trying to crawl on top of my laptop. He's trying to get on my lap, but I've got the computer on my laptop. Get out of here, dog.
We've got cats, we've got dogs, gaming cult brings you all the pets.
That's true.
We're robots. I'm a robot.
I try to take...
most pets... Did you guys know that the Gaming Cult podcast is most pets' favorite podcast?
That's true. They listen...
Most preferred by pets.
They listen and they like it. But this dog... This dog is afraid of cameras. He will not take a photo with me. Like, I've tried to take selfies with this dog so many times, and he just won't look at the camera. He's too shy. He's a shy
dog?
Album recommendations.
Okay.
What's everyone been listening to?
Well, I got a very stereotypical answer for you, Jake.
Uh-huh.
I went to that Nine Inch Nails concert.
Yeah, you did.
A band that I've followed their career since the release of their first album. Always been a Nine Inch Nails fan. Never got a chance to go see them in concert. Went for the first time. Me and Rocco went the day before we went up to Power Morphicon. Totally different experience. But,
you went to Power Morphicon. Holy shit.
Power Morphicon is not annual. Every 2 years. It's a Power Rangers convention. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Shouts out.
The night before up in Anaheim, went out, got to see Nine Inch Nails. Fucking amazing show. I mean, Soundgarden played with them too, which is another band that I've been into since the Sub Pop days. Back when I got into Nirvana in middle school, I found out about Soundgarden as well, and then
Black Hole Sun film clip.
Yeah, they played the
Non-stop.
shit out of that music video. Oh my god! But that album, Super Unknown, was celebrating its 20th year anniversary. So I guess honorable shouts out to Soundgarden Super Unknown if I haven't already used that as a classic album recommendation. But no, specifically saw Nine Inch Nails. They played a song off of their second album, The Downward Spiral, which is an album I listened to when it came out and loved, totally enjoyed, kind of put away and forgot about it. But seeing them play this song live and seeing them play a few songs actually in that set were off that album, that's my classic album recommendation because I rushed home to put it on when I got back from the Power Rangers convention and just totally rediscovered it again for the first time in like probably 6 or 7 years. I'd listened to that all the way through even, and yeah, it was great. So I would recommend Nine Inch Nails, The Downward Spiral, which I think was probably one of their most popular ones. It was the Closer and Hurt and those big tracks were on that album.
Absolutely. I remember Further Down the Spiral as well had those Aphex Twin tracks on them as well. Yeah,
there's some cool Aphex Twin. Shouts out to Aphex Twin with some new projects coming.
Yeah, a new album in like 2 weeks from now. God.
Yes.
I'll be reviewing that probably on the next episode or the one after or something. That'll be cool.
Definitely. I'd like to hear your review of that.
Oh yeah. I'm going to recommend my big bro Traxman from Tech DJs Tech Life. He's got a new album out on Planet Moo Records, Demina Traxman Volume 2. It's the shit. It's Traxman. Like if you want good juke and footwork and just great dance music, like fucking great funky soulful music that's also raw and fucking like heavy. Yeah, check out Traxman, Demina Traxman Volume 2. Check out Volume 1. It's all fucking good, man. Learn from the master.
Booyah.
Cody, you haven't been on the show for 2 months. Have you listened to any music in the past 2 months? Cody Mabler.
As I am the most prominent album recommender on this podcast,
That's
I
true.
the most obscure, crazy, in-depth, I don't know if that's a word, into music.
Noises aren't words.
Listen, I'm getting to my masterful recommendation. my recommendation for this week will have to be put on hold. Well, actually, no, because I sound like it in the call, because I sound like a robot right now, I recommend Daft Punk Discovery.
Oh no, you can't recommend Discovery again.
Oh, dude, Discovery's fucking
tired
great.
of this bit. Tired of this fucking bit.
Tired
of this fucking bit. Cody!
Jake, I don't think it's a bit. I think that he only listens to that and like Weird Al albums.
And like
so long.
Devil's what is it? Angel's Thesis, Cruel Angel's Thesis.
Cruel Angel's Thesis. He listens to Ava soundtracks for exclusivity.
Yeah. Cody, recommend some fucking music. Jesus Christ. Do you ever think, oh, I'm a member of the Gaming Cult podcast and we talk about music. Maybe I should listen to some music.
One more time. Oh yeah, alright, then stop there.
You know what? That's our cue to fucking leave. We're done. This has been episode 44 of the Gaming Cult podcast. Has anyone been playing anything other than what we've been talking about? I've only been playing Final Fantasy, guys, really.
I played the shit out of Puzzle and Dragon when they were doing the Evangelion collaboration again, and I've continued playing after that.
Shouts out.
I got my Ray, I'm happy. Oh god. I played... Too. Oh fuck, I'm running out of time. Oh fuck, I played, fuck, there was something else I played. I went back to playing Persona 4 Golden, because I'm really stoked about Persona 5. They showed it off TGS, oh my god, I can't wait.
Oh yeah, I've been playing that too, actually, yeah.
And they got Persona 4 Golden, the animation going right now. I'm all Persona in. God.
I got the Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection, because I'm actually going to play the Metal Gear games.
Oh hell yeah!
Once and for all, I'm going to get amongst it. Come, Australia.
Get on it, guys.
Well, that was... No, you're not doing the bit yet. I need to do the outro. This has been episode 44 of the Gaming Cult podcast. Write to us, gamingcultpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us at Gaming Cult on Instagram, at Gaming Cult Cast on Twitter. We're on Tumblr as well as Gaming Cult. Facebook.com/Gaming Cult Podcast. We're on everything. Subscribe to us on YouTube. It would help us out a lot. We've been uploading stuff once or twice a week now. Cool little exclusive videos from you sweet boys all over the world.
Yeah.
So subscribe to Gaming Cult on YouTube. And
guys,
hey,
we're on social media.
Yeah, check us out. Hey, write a review for us on iTunes as well. Try and help us get us featured on iTunes. That'd be fantastic.
My climax.
We're gonna go out with.
Coming.
Shut up! God damn you, Cody. Let's go out on another Spacey on it track. Shouts out my boy Spacey.
Cut his mic. You're gonna have to discipline him, Jake.
Cut the mic. Cut this motherfucker. Be gone. Be gone. Jesus Christ.
The boy needs discipline. The boy needs discipline. Did you have to hang up on him?
I hung up on him. He is gone.
You had to.
I have banished him to the cat dimension.
Jake, you had no choice. Banish him. Sometimes he needs to be disciplined. Eric had to put him on timeout the other day. Now you have to do the same. Go ahead and give that plug.
Spacey on it. Go check him out on SoundCloud. He's making moves. He's got some other things too that might be involved with cult tracks soon. Who knows? We'll keep you up to date. Let's go out on it.
Hell yeah, we're gonna go spank Cody.
We're gonna give him a mim. Bring us out, my boy.
I just want to say, peace and love. God is good. Cults are the best. Talk to your friends. Tell them you love them, and always look out for each other. Kisses all around. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Yeah. Feel me now? I'm back down. Check it out. I'm back down. Look, I'm back down. Tell these niggas the illest is background. So they see the chickens get to the background. Cause I'm in this bitch and I'm blowing the back out. It's sure proof of moving to the crack house. Least it must do it, make the fiends wanna camp out. Lyrically be killing them like man down, stand down. Hands up, elephants now, I'm the man now, hands down. Do it all for these rats, got these hoes on hold. But I'm stalking these stacks. Dollars over dames and his family over that. Dabbing for the sign and you never get a pass. Ahead of the game, then you see me running past. Hussein on the track, if it niggas overlap. Don't like my style, then you're probably over rap. Or hip hop, but if not, bump this in your system. Sick as malaria victim. Too many flows, can't pick one. RP beats and MCs not rip pum. Go rubber pum pum with the big gun. Son, round me, you get no shine. Back of the bitch, bro, it ain't your time. Fucked up, cause you know it's not. How could it be when I'm cold, bit hot? When I'm in the zone, I can't be stopped. Chief cornerstone, I can't be top. Avalanche flow, bet that ass get rock. Drums like a band camp, get that ass young chop. Turn the crew to rubber like the buddies of the Flintstones. Future ruler shredded shit's written in stone. Can't believe I've been sleeping for this long. The inner peace has awakened, I'm with some. I'm back down, and I'm running with some niggas who don't back down. Wearing a probably bumping this in the background. All graduated from the block, black carrot gown. I'm back down. Tell these motherfuckers that I'm back around. Found an empty throne, then I sat down. Down to stop me, but they're powerless as a blackout. Yeah, I'm back down, and I'm charging the game till it's maxed out. So back down, before I leave you niggas with your backs down. Yeah, I'm back down, and I'm charging the game till it's maxed out. So back down, look. If you got ears, know this crack's legit. Yes, I was born in a Pyrex dish. Copping a verse from me like buying a brick. Back on that hustle like I'm signed with Tip. I'ma show these niggas that it's time to quit. High noon is what time it is. I'm quick draw, thump, make you jump like a tip off. My rounds will count down your lift off. Right into the heavens, on the rise to the skies. But eyes of mama crying to the reverend. I could either come with a punishment, a blessing. Newest teacher gas is the wedded on a lesson. Serial killer records don't make me put your career on my checklist. How your body work, need a medic. I go berserk with these words, you can bet it. If you wanna get served, you can serve, come and get it. To think that you better than nerve you. I swear that this verbal is surgical. I skillfully reroom the nerves from you. Promise that I'll make it quick cause I'm merciful. Come play with this fire, I'm urging you. End up with much more than a burning suit. The ashes and dust, I'm returning you. And then like this paper, I'm earning you. Space out. Yeah. Yeah. I'm back down. Can you feel me now? I'm back down. Can you hear me now? Take that and roll it.
No, there's no way for me to hop that game.
Well, we wanted you to finish. We wanted you to be able to finish coming. So.
Oh, can I come?
Well, I came off the
Cody
air. I
came.
came off the air, so I'm sorry.
So that's not technically.
Well, that's
a
good.
shadow
That means like I'm all the better for it because I don't have to clean up.
Yeah, no cleaning up.
Oh.
This
Yeah, I don't have to jerk off tonight because it's like you just took care of it for me. I'm like relieved.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's like by proxy.
That build up was like an hour and a half worth of build up of coming. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
You
that's
were
a
like
big
you
load.
were like on some hard drugs to like prevent that or what?
Well, I went to my lunch table and I crushed a bunch of Smarties, and I snorted them, but also like sprinkled a little bit down the tip of my dick.
Whoa. Good lines of Smarties off tips of dicks.
I wonder if there's like a huge serotonin release from snorting lines of Smarties.
Are we recording
Maybe.
right
That's
now
why
or
those
not?
kids are all happy.
Yeah.